Hey there, this is the first video of a series of videos going through Death Battle Past based on particular characters, such as today's topic being Shadow the Hedgehog, in honor of his newest game release, Shadow Generations, coming out, and his movie appearance in Sonic 3 happening in December. I wanted to take a look back and see just how Death Battles kind of treated him over the years, because I do enjoy the show a lot. And these are kind of episodes I've thought about a lot as I've gotten more into power scaling and debates such as this. So I want to take my own crack at it and see, what I can do. So first off, I guess I want to start with Shadow and Vegeta because I think these two characters are just, they do not get very much in this episode. Not a lot of respect was given. It was early in Death Battle, so I can cut them slack for there, but they barely even bring up anything for either character. I don't know why. They barely said anything about Vegeta, and they definitely barely even mentioned anything about Shadow. Each segment's only like 2 minutes for each character. I know it's early, but come on, guys. Anyway, I want to start with Vegeta, since it's important to give Shadow's opposition some respect before jumping into just showing off what Shadow can do. So, starting with Vegeta, they decide to only really bring up GT stuff for Vegeta, talking about how he can't do Super Saiyan 4 without the Blood Wave generator from Bulma. I don't know why that's the only thing they bring up for Vegeta, but it is. So I want to cut him a little more respect. This is going to be before Battle of Gods, because this video released in 2011, and I want to stick to their history by only using stats and feats from when they released their video. So we're basically going to stick with Buu Saga, really like feats and stuff, because I feel that's only fair, because I don't want to use modern stuff and be like, look how dumb they are. They didn't even know Vegeta could become a Super Saiyan God. The video wasn't, that stuff wasn't out yet. So I'm going to stick to everything 2011 and before. Obviously, we all know Vegeta, easily Planet Buster, especially in Saiyan Saga. Not a question. When Nappa can raise his fingers, blow up a whole city, I think Vegeta can easily fire a Gala gun, blow the whole planet away if he wanted to, obviously. Then he gets to Super Saiyan, just times 50, so he's easily star level. After Goku's fight with Frieza, easily. I don't know, why would you question that? Yeah, scaling off Goku and Frieza's fight on Namek. Then Gohan has his fight with Cell, Super Saiyan 2, makes him Solar System. So, Buu Saga and Vegeta at base, you could say, is at least large star to Solar System at max in base. Because if you want to give him the credit that base Vegeta is stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I'm not sure about that. I think he definitely is in Super Saiyan by the time of Buu Saga. So Super Saiyan Vegeta was easily the Solar System, and I think Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is Galaxy level after his fight with Majin Buu, and he does Final Explosion. And I think that's easily a Galaxy level attack, because Fat Buu shown us destroying a galaxy in the anime. So I don't know, you can't really question that. Let's see, what's next? I guess for speed, easily faster than light. I don't know why people question that about Dragon Ball characters. They've been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. Easily faster than light. Not like super massively faster than light, because it's not Battle of Gods yet. Battle of Gods, definitely, he would be super duper faster than light. Not even a question. For some reason, the video, they say Super Saiyan is a 500% multiplier. It's actually 50 if you look at the Daizenju and official material. I wasn't really counting GT for this one, but if we really have to, I guess, you know, I don't really me. But if I were to put GT in, it would really only make Vegeta multi-galaxy, because his fight with Omega Shenron clearly shows he's not exactly up to Universal. And after fighting Kid Buu, he's not exactly Universal. If you believe Kid Buu is as strong as Buhan, who was going to collapse the entire universe with his destruction of all dimensions, according to Vegeta. Vegeta also couldn't do anything against Kid Buu. So you could, I guess, glaze up Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to Universal based on he would be stronger than Kid Buu. Most likely, I'd like to believe that. I'm sure nobody would disagree on that. That Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is stronger than Kid Buu. I don't know if he's stronger than Super Saiyan Vegito, but I think we could probably put him around the same spot. So, yeah. Now, if we move over to Shadow, where they barely say a word about Shadow's speed and feats, and they say he's fast and he can breathe in space. That is great. And he survived the fall from the arc. Barely giving any math. They just say he fell from 200,000 miles. Like, guys, you know, we had all of Sonic Adventure 2. We had Sonic Advance, Sonic Rush, and obviously the big one that they don't bring up at all, Sonic 06, which is still one of the biggest feats for these characters. So if we, you know, I'm just gonna go back, start at base for Shadow. So Shadow at base, you know, starting at Adventure 2, he'd be planet level because he scales to Sonic, who could take out the Death Egg robot that is stated to be a planet-wide threat because its energy alone powers the entire Death Egg, which we see in Sonic 2. As soon as Sonic destroys the Death Egg, it just, the Death Egg robot, the whole thing just goes kaput. And in Sonic 3, Sonic fights an even stronger Death Egg robot. So I think it's easy to say that by Sonic 3, Sonic is planet level, which would scale Shadow to Sonic Adventure Sonic, who was stronger than Sonic 3 Sonic easily. So Shadow's definitely planet level in base. Speed, faster than light easily, because Sonic, again, scaling to Sonic, he's literally the most important character in the series, so you have to scale off of him. Sonic and Sonic CD could time travel off his own speed. So even if you don't want to count that, though, you have Sonic Adventure, where he can use the light speed dash and light speed attack, which are both described as moving at the speed of light. He does it again in Sonic Adventure 2 with the light speed dash. He can dodge lasers, even from the Death Egg robot powered by the Master Emerald. Gotta shoot instantaneously. So that would easily make Sonic light speed. Shadow would have to be faster than light to keep up with a stronger Sonic. So yeah, if you want to count Chaos Control, which would allow Shadow to teleport, which would give him instant teleportation, but I don't think it's nearly that fast early on, because he's not exactly as strong as he would be later on in the series. So, well, that's only if you stick to Sonic Adventure 2, but obviously we have more games to look at to scale off of, because this video came out in 2011. Obviously, there's a lot of Sonic games that came out at that time. Next point, they mentioned that super forms only last a few minutes, because again, Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow can't hold his super form because it's his first time doing it, so he just dies and falls to the earth. I don't know why they only use that and not Sonic 06, where he's clearly in super form for longer than a few minutes. Then we have Sonic Advance, which shows Super Sonic coming back to Earth from flying in space for a few days, which means super forms can last several days, at least, by that point in the series. And so Sonic Advance came out like 2001, I believe. So I don't know why they ignored that. Then we had Sonic Rush, which is Sonic and Blaze. Super Sonic and Burning Blaze fight the Egg Salamander, which is tearing the dimensions apart to create their own universe, which would make Super Sonic and Burning Blaze at least universal, since they're fighting the Egg Salamander in their own dimensions. So you would scale Shadow off of Sonic again, because he's one of the few characters that is to be able to actually keep up with Sonic throughout the whole series. So then Super Shadow would at least be universal by Sonic Rush standards. But obviously we're just pandering around here. I just wanted to lay the field to show Shadow's scaling improvements off of Sonic. So now we hit the big boy, Solaris in Sonic 06, which we all know by now. I'm sure Solaris has been discussed for years about how strong he is. Easily multiversal at the least, if he was going to eat Sonic's entire cosmology by destroying the entire timeline, which would mean he would also be destroying Imaginary World from Sonic Shuffle. And Sonic Shuffle describes Imaginary World as a realm filled of dreams that create their own realities, meaning if someone has a dream about the universe, their dream is now universe-sized in Imaginary World. So someone like Eggman, who was dreaming about conquering the universe in Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure, would create an entire universe dream in Imaginary World. So Solaris destroying Sonic's realm and Imaginary World and all their entire timeline would easily make Solaris at most complex multiversal. So Super Shadow, his attack potency, massive. His speed would be just as massive, because in the Solaris fight, Super Shadow is able to obviously move across time to fight Solaris in the past. If he couldn't do that, they literally were screwed, because they needed to fight Solaris, one in the past, one in the present, one in the future. And some people like to say, oh, they 3-on-1'd him. No, they didn't 3-on-1 him. It's canonical that Shadow fought his own Solaris, Sonic fights his own, and Silver fights his own, because they're in 3 separate points in time. Solaris clearly isn't affected by linear time, because if he was, they could just go to Shadow's Solaris past, beat him up, and kill Solaris in the past, and stop this from ever happening. But clearly he exists in the present and future, so they have to be fighting their own incarnation of Solaris. So, by this logic, if we look at their stats, Shadow versus Vegeta should have been Vegeta's win in base. In base, Vegeta is stronger than Shadow, no doubt. I'm not even going to try to argue that. Base Shadow at most, if you don't want to count Sonic Shuffle, where Sonic is able to defeat Void, who's going to destroy Imaginary World, which was we talked about earlier, has universe-sized dreams. If you don't want to count that, that would put these characters at least planet level, and Vegeta in base being star level to solar system easily clears base Shadow. It's not even close, unless Shadow spams time stop, but he wouldn't be able to really hurt Vegeta that much before Vegeta gets off one Gallon Gun and blows him off the face of the earth.
Sonic!
So, the obvious winner of base to base is Vegeta. But once we allow Super Shadow and Vegeta to go Super Saiyan 2, it's not even close who's the real winner is. Super Shadow would blow Super Vegeta / Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta out of the water with the massive power difference and the massive speed difference. Super Shadow obviously being multiversal, being able to hurt Solaris. His speed immeasurable because he can move through time, so Vegeta wouldn't even be able to see him coming. Even if he could perceive a hint of Super Shadow coming, Super Shadow snaps his fingers, pops Chaos Control, he's done. The fight happens in 0 seconds. It didn't even matter. That's only using games that happened before 2011, which for some reason Death Battle ignored. So, easily, Shadow should have been the victor for this Death Battle. That's all I can really say at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to do more of this. I want to get better at it. So, leave a like if you like. Leave a comment if you have, some advice. And maybe if you want me to talk about a battle that you like, and I might be interested in it, leave it a comment down below. Thank you.
I must destroy all the evil the Professor has created.